Pick Studio. This is Shaggy.
Hi, this is Ryan Hamilton.
Ryan Hamilton, what is going on, my man?
Not too much. How you doing?
You know what? No complaints. We can't wait to have you back here in the motherland on November 30th at Mountain America Center, man.
That's right. It's my Mecca, my pilgrimage. I'm coming home.
Exactly. I mean, we got to bring that up. I mean, you're a local boy. You grew up in Ashton, right?
That's right. Yep.
Now, being from Ashton, I got a local question to ask you. What is your go-to order at the Frost Top?
The burger and fries is just, in a shake, dip the fries in the shake. You can't go wrong. But it's been there my mom worked there on roller skates in high school.
Oh,
That's
no way.
how long that place has been there. Yeah. So we used to run over there. The high school used to be across the street. We used to run over there.
Oh, so definitely a popular place for the kids on the weekend.
That's right. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So the other night I was watching your stand-up special on Netflix, all right? I'm about three-quarters into the special when my wife walks in and starts watching it with me. By the time it's over, she goes, "Oh, man, I didn't want that to be over." So I restarted the special and watched it a second time. And I have to say, Ryan, brilliant work. It's even better the second time around, man.
Wow. Twice in a row. That's quite something. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's been a little bit since that came out, and it was when I first was in New York, and there was a lot of me dealing with my living in New York and my Idaho background and transition into New York City. So there's a lot of that in that special.
It was great. We were laughing the whole time.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Now, what actually goes into making a Netflix special? Like, how does one go about getting your special onto Netflix?
Yeah, you just call them up and you say you want one, and then they just give it to you. It's pretty easy.
Well, you have to have some sort of talent, I presume.
No, it's a long thing. Who knows? I was working for a comedy festival. There's a big comedy festival in Montreal I'd been doing for many years, kind of like the comedy industry's annual summer camp.
Oh,
we
sure.
go up there. We're all together. Lots of shows. So I've been working at this festival for years and years, and one of the programmers at the festival moved over to Netflix eventually, and Netflix just really started getting into comedy at that time, and they were aware of me. They never told me this, but I think they just liked the kind of the tone of my comedy, and were looking for some of that, for their algorithm to send people to, and that's my guess. I don't know, but they were aware of me. And they called me up and they said, "Look, this isn't normal," but they called me up and said, "Look, we have a spot for you, but we need it in 6 weeks. Take it or leave it." And that's nearly an impossible schedule. I mean, these things take 6 months to plan. You have to find a venue, find a director, sell tickets, put the set together, build the actual physical set of the stage and everything. So it was a very crazy thing, but we did it. We said, okay. At that time, it was worth it for us. And I wasn't in a position I didn't have much leverage to bargain. So we just did it. But that's how it came about for me. And who knows, I don't know. It's all over the place in this business.
Exactly. Hey, man, well, it worked out for the best. And I know a lot of people, when you reach some sort of level of fame, you'll get people reaching out to you who maybe weren't so kind to you in high school or whatever, now looking to be all buddy-buddy because you're successful. Was that the case for you when the Netflix special came out?
No, my high school is really small. We were I think we had 63 in our graduating class, which was one of the biggest ever.
Wow.
And, we were basically together from kindergarten all the way through. And I kind of feel like they are extended family. I kind of know what's going on in their life. They feel like second cousins, or something, because we were just together for so long. So I feel a real kinship to all of them. And we had a class reunion this last summer, which was really nice. And I don't know. I would say mostly my relationships with those people were positive at the time and are still positive today. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So Jonathan, the high school bully, didn't hit you up and he was like, hey man, I need a loan.
No, I didn't get any of that. I didn't get any of that. But, I'm waiting for I might hit one of them up for a loan one of these days.
Hey, why not?
who knows? Yeah.
Well, they'll tell him you'll give him a shout out in the next Netflix special.
Yeah, I think they've almost got a shout out. I mean, they're in there. They're just not recognized by name. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, some of your bits in your Netflix special went viral. I remember seeing the bit about regular people being in the Olympics all over Instagram.
Yes, that bit has been co-opted by lots of different people. I don't get credit when you see that, but you know, they take it and they change a few words and they tweet it out. That one was everywhere for a little bit.
Exactly.
I can't be certain that it came from me, but it seemed like it was the same bit, and the timing was that. But that's such as the digital world that we live in.
Actually, my wife brought that up too. When she saw that bit, she's like, wait, I know this. She's like, is this the guy who originated it? I'm like, yeah. She's like, then a lot of people are ripping him off.
Yeah. I wish they'd just tag your name. That's all you got to do. But,
exactly. Not so hard.
Yeah. But, well, you know, it's flattering when people know where it came from. So I appreciate that.
Oh, for sure. Now, the downfall of having a Netflix special is now the whole world has seen your set, like we just talked about, which means you have to come up with all new material. I know sometimes it can take comedians years to come up with like an hour-long set to tour with. This current set that you're touring with, how long did it take you to come up with your material?
Well, I'm constantly adding to it. So right now I'm doing a really longer, set. It's like, I'm doing like an hour 25 plus sometimes.
Oh, wow.
It just depends because I've built up a lot of material. And I'm always constantly adding to it. So, it's completely different from the Netflix special right now, obviously. But I've just been working on it since then. I go on stage just about every night. And, month to month, you may not see changes. But over a year, there's a lot of new stuff in there. So, yeah, I just keep honing it and working on it. And I was in an accident a couple of years ago, so that's formed a lot of this material right now.
Yeah, I heard about that. You were hit by a bus, right?
Yeah, I was hit by a bus, which even when I hear it now said out loud, it still is crazy to me. I mean, it's tragic, but it does make me giggle a little bit for some reason.
Oh, there's got to be some great material out of that.
Well, it's very odd because we talk about getting hit by a bus, but it seems common because we reference it all the time, but it's not common. It's not. You're not supposed to get hit by a bus. And if you get hit by a car, people go, oof, I'm so sorry. But if you get hit by a bus, people go, oof, I'm so sorry. And then they can't stop laughing. But so, yeah, it's weird, but that's kind of formed a lot of the material. I never had a thing that I had to talk about. It was such a pivotal thing in my life. It wasn't like I could get on stage and not mention it. And then it just kind of formed into a lot about that, but also how I'm dealing with health and trying to grow as a person. So there's a lot of that. I mean, it doesn't sound that funny right now, but I think it is. Yeah.
Well, a couple years ago, I think it was Tracy Morgan who was hit by a Walmart delivery truck. And that's basically 90% of his stand-up act now is talking about that, how he got millions of dollars from Walmart. So I can definitely see how this could be funny.
Yeah, I didn't get the cash influx that Tracy got, but yes, I know. I'm aware of that. Yeah, it's a really crazy thing to go through. It's just it makes you realize, that life is precious, which is weird for comedy because you got to talk about it. So,
No doubt about it, man. Now, before I let you go, I have to bring up in your Netflix special, you made a lot of jokes about being a single man. So for all the ladies out there, they need to know, Ryan, what's your relationship status?
Well, I've been opening my show with, look, if you've seen me before, even if you haven't, nothing's changed in my life, which makes my job really hard. Like there's no like on the last season of Ryan Hamilton. It's like everything's the same. I just feel like I'm getting further and further away from mainstream, my audience. I don't know how to relate to them anymore. So, I'm supposed to be young and have children. I'm neither of those things. So, yes, everything's exactly the same. Nothing has changed. which make my job so much more difficult.
Oh, man. So watch out, Idaho Falls. Single Ryan Hamilton coming to Mountain America Center November 30th. Hide your kids, hide your wives. He is on the prowl.
Okay, well, you shifted my words a little bit, but sure, I am single. I am single. That is very true.
I'm trying to build you up, Ryan.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, November 30th, Mountain America Center. Can't wait for you to come back home and do your thing, man. Tickets available on Ticketmaster.com. You can find them on our website, pickidaho.com. Now, one last question before I leave you. We are a classic rock station here on The Pick. So do you have a favorite classic rock band and or song that I can play right now?
I've been listening to a lot of Tom Petty lately.
A man of exquisite taste.
Yeah, anything Tom Petty. What's that? American Girl? That's a good song.
Oh, perfect. Consider it done, Ryan Hamilton.
Yeah. All right, great.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much for joining me on the phone today. Once again, November 30th, Mountain America Center. Get your tickets. Ryan Hamilton coming to rock the house. Anything else you want to say?
It's right around Thanksgiving. It's just after Thanksgiving. This has become like a Thanksgiving tradition for us to get back to Idaho. So it's been really fun. So if you've been there before, you should come out again because I love being there at home during the holidays. So it's nice that it's become a little transition for us. So hopefully everybody gets home for the holiday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Ryan. We'll see you on the 30th. You have a good one.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.